My name is Darija and I'm originally from Croatia but grew up in Germany, so I'm a mix of Croatian and German citizen. I've been living now exactly 4 years in Bulgaria. Yeah, November 2015 I came to Bulgaria. I came here to work and been working since then at the same place. Yeah, and stayed here. I stayed because I really like my job, because I'm working in the whole region. I'm traveling a lot in the Balkans and that's something I very much enjoy. I came to Bulgaria because I wanted to work abroad, because I studied already abroad, but I wanted to have the experience of working abroad, and I got my job here in Bulgaria without knowing what to expect, but at the end it turned out very well and I like it very much here.
How does your family and friends reacted to your choice of country?
My friends and family were first very shocked about my decision to go to Bulgaria, because the general image of Bulgaria is not very well, or at least people don't know much about Bulgaria. It's usually with bad cliches, but at the end, everybody who visited me here was super impressed and liked it very much here when they visited, and now they're very happy for me being here. I have no plans at the moment how long I will stay. It will be at least for a while now, and I don't know yet how long I will stay. There is still like sometimes these weird situations where like I still have my German efficiency and still my really scheduling, timing and very on point, and people still confuse me with being late or not doing it like very structured, and I get annoyed sometimes, but it still like makes me a bit more loosen up and I'm more chilled, and it makes me generally not as strict as I would have been if I stayed in Germany, and it's what it still happens, but it's something which kind of pushes me to my limits, which I like. I like to be pushed to my limits. Yes. My wish to study abroad came from a very young age, actually. As I was a foreigner kind of in Germany, like coming from Croatia, living in Germany, I already had this multicultural environment at home, and this was kind of encouraged me to see even more countries, and I wanted to travel at a young age, but the first opportunity was when I was in university, and that's why I decided to do a semester in Moscow, and then I went to one semester to Brussels, a few months to Sarajevo, and these were all things I got even more hungry to travel after I've been to a lot of places, and every time I go to another country, I wish for seeing more of the world, and which, yeah, it's something I enjoy. I would recommend to young people to go abroad, because usually it's the easiest to go when you're young, when you're like still a student, because there you get so much funding and you have even more possibilities than when you're like maybe older. So I think at a young age you have the best chances, and for me I recommend it because it made me grow as a person, and I feel like I learned so much when I was abroad. And if I compare it to people who stayed at home, and when I talk to them, I see how I learned new perspectives of life. So I got new pictures and new ideas which I probably wouldn't have gotten when I stayed at one place. So it made me more open-minded. I got new ideas for projects and for stuff I want to do, and it led me to be here in Bulgaria. I don't think if I wouldn't have traveled already as a student that I would have ended up here in Bulgaria. So for people who never been to Sofia or to Bulgaria, I would definitely recommend at least to go on a holiday here, even though it's maybe not for work or for studying, because Bulgaria and Sofia itself has so much to offer. Like for me, who's been living in small cities, in a village I grew up, lived in big cities, Sofia has like the perfect size, kind of. It's a city with a lot to offer, but it's not too big that you feel lost and alone. Then you are close to the mountains, you can go to the nature, and you're also close to the seaside, comparably if I look when I lived in Germany. So I'm closer to the seaside now, so you have a lot of things to do, and also neighboring countries are very close, so you can easily travel to Serbia, Romania, Macedonia, and see a lot of European countries maybe you wouldn't have seen if you wouldn't have come here. So yeah, language maybe at the beginning a bit scary. So if you are here in Sofia and see everywhere the Cyrillic alphabet, it's maybe a bit confusing and also maybe scary, but you learn like the basics very fast. And even though you maybe don't learn the language because it's quite difficult, people here speak really well English, and I know a lot of people living in Sofia for years now don't know any word of Bulgarian and still love it here. And so communication is always possible, and this is why I also like Sofia very much. Recently I made aware of, I learned a new word. It's called kaka, which is like big sister, or you say to an older girl. And for me it sounds like, if I hear it like from a German or a Croatian perspective, it's more sounds like shit. And so it's why for me this is kind of a funny word I recently discovered. Yeah.